name a sin, name a fail, name it, and I will say I have probably done it and had to crawl out of it. And I got myself to such a point of life being so broken down on me, so beaten down on me, so freaking broken, you guys. You know? I had demons freaking barking down my door. Nightmares every night, crawling out of it. You get yourself to a point like that, most people, and I'll tell you what, you will call out to God, and the real God will show up. Not the one that's tried to keep you under his thumb in this world. The one that loves you and loves everybody and does not play such games. Okay? The one that believes in humankind, that believes in the spirit that's within you. I almost died many times. Okay? But in the end, it was full death. It was full on, that's it. I'm done. Taken everything from me, killed my family off, killed my boyfriend off, what freaking more? To the point my own spirit rose up and said, that's it, that's enough. And I'm not gonna stop till the day that I'm out of here, letting other people know that that's within you, that's what's inside you. And you don't let this world take that from you and beat that out of you. Get it? It is a war. It is a war. You're damn right it is. And good is going to overcome it. And I don't care if I die in the process of that, because I live on. My spirit lives on. They can't steal that from you, and they can't steal that from me unless you let them, unless you give it away. Okay? And even then, the most broken of the broken. You think God doesn't cradle them? Of course he does. So I'm disgusted and I'm tired of people fighting on here the things that they shouldn't be fighting, and people that have been broken and have been broken down and have been hurt by this mother effing world. You know, especially the ones that have been through that and are here to try to help you and to try to tell you and give you a good message of hope. Of hope in the real God. In the real God. The freaking alien intelligence that tries to control you, not the freaking... not the fake gods. The real God of all, that will be coming, that always comes for those, you know, that have had enough. That have had enough. And I think we've all had enough.
We know, or at least I do, and other people around me, that the Bible's there for a reason. Has it been tampered with? Yes, in some ways. Has it been changed? Yes and no. When I say yes and no, you got to understand the manuscript that the King James Version was translated from is totally different than the manuscript that 95% of the other Bibles were translated from. I think the Texas Receptus is the King James Version, and then the other versions, which were translated by Westcott and Hort, with the Alexandrian text. You could spend weeks researching that, and I would recommend you do it just for your own benefit. Now, am I saying that if you read a Bible that's an NIV. Well, that's a bad example. New American Standard, whatever you want to call them. Are they bad Bibles? No. You can get the same thing out of any Bible for the most part. And you can find the truth. See, the truth is there. And the ones that seek will find it regardless of where it's at. See, Jesus said, the kingdom of heaven is within. It's not out here. It's not in my sight. It's not anywhere. It's inside. We have God inside of us. We have the ability to know the truth. But the truth isn't just given to us because we want it. It's brought to us through humility, service to others, and like I said, seeking you will find. Once you understand certain concepts about what Jesus taught, what the Bible teaches, and you can get all kinds of different stuff out of the Bible. It depends on where your heart's at when you're reading it. You know what I mean? If you don't want to learn anything from the Bible, you don't want to figure out stuff, you're not going to. There's lots of hating on the Bible. Sorry, I'm driving here. And it's raining. But back to what I was saying about different manuscripts. Going back to even before then, before those manuscripts, there was Sumerian texts. And some of the stories in the Bible are Sumerian stories from the Sumerian gods. A lot of the Old Testament gods you see in there are the Sumerian gods, not the actual Father. Now, this is my opinion. I'm not going to judge you if you go to church and you sing song. I was in a church one time and they were singing a song to Yahweh, and I about fell over because I'm like, I'm not singing to Yahweh. I know the difference between the Father and the Yahweh, and Yahweh is not the Father. But anyway, I'm all over the place here. Those stories were mixed in. There are different versions and different gods in the Old Testament. I think there's verses in there talking about smashing children against, they'll use that. But my point is, the Bible's going to be used against us, and it's already starting. Because it can be so widely interpreted. Me, myself, I stand firm on the teachings of Jesus Christ. But I stand firm on the whole Bible, because it's there for a purpose. Because I believe the Father to be omnipotent. It means everything happens for a reason and a purpose in His time. I believe in the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. He came to the Jews because the Jews were the chosen race of that time. Were they the chosen of the Father, or were they the chosen of the Hebrew God? And that's a question you'll have to answer. I'm not going to get into that. Psalm 82. Look it up and just read that one. And that tells you about these gods from the Old Testament that were the judges. And talks about the foundations of the earth are out of whack. David was praying to the Father because the judges, the gods, they had fallen. They weren't doing what they were supposed to be doing when they originally were sent here. The whole system is a failure. We are part of a failed system. I'm trying to show people that the Bible, even though it has problems, the truth is there. You just have to find it. And you have to use the Spirit of truth. The Spirit of truth is not just your spirit, it's a Him. It's part of the triune God. Now, like I said, there's been a lot of attacks on the Bible, and there's going to be more. But if you want to know the truth about the Bible, shut everything off. Don't look for opinions from churches. Don't look for opinions from Bible haters. Do some research yourself. Spend about a month, and you may grasp the beginnings of the truth then. I just know there's not a greater feeling in the world than when the Spirit of truth brings you the truth, and you know it because you feel it, and it's an unexplainable feeling. Read the words of Jesus. Read the red letter. And just meditate on that. You know? You have to be humble. If you're sitting there thinking this is a load of crap, then that's what it's going to be to you. A load of crap. Ask for the truth and see what happens.
Only those that wish to control you want you to see everything as black and white. Black and white is being on one side or the other. That's being black or white.
So what I'm saying, actually, you see, I mean, it's a combination of both. I mean, here it is, the natural instinct, and here is control. You are to